it really was the only space where painting business owners from around the country can get together and share what's working, what's not working, our challenges. And the amazing thing is, it doesn't matter where we are in business or where we are in the country, we are all going through the same challenges, maybe at different stages or at different scales, but the challenges remain the same within this industry. And not being in our bubble and being able to go outside and connect with other businesses, I feel...
Hey guys, welcome to the Painters Circle, where we help painting business owners scale their operations, increase profitability, and gain more time freedom. I'm Taz Mullis, and in this podcast, I'll share actionable tips, expert strategies, and real-world insights that'll help you grow your painting business without burning you out. Ready to take your painting business to the next level? Let's go. Oh yeah!
Last week, we had the amazing privilege and experience to attend the Dulux Accredited National Conference in Melbourne. There's a few milestones and a few amazing things about this event. One, Q-Paint and myself have been a member of that program since 2011. So this year marks 15 years being part of that program. So it was a massive milestone for myself and for our business. It was really good. The second part was you get to connect with all your friends, peers, industry, colleagues from around the country that come together once a year at a national conference of this level. And I believe there was over 300, probably close to 350 people at this event. Business owners of all different sizes, all around the country, all getting together to catch up and meet and greet and see some amazing speakers. Now, this year was very different. It had 2 days. So there was the night before, day one was amazing speakers and an expo component. And then day two had business breakout rooms, a gala dinner and some other activities. So it was amazing to catch up with lots of old friends, make some new friends, new colleagues. To top it off for us and for me is that 15 years ago when I joined that program, I was a painter in those rooms wanting to learn from the speakers and the other business people as much as I could get, because it really was the only space where painting business owners from around the country can get together and share what's working, what's not working, our challenges. And the amazing thing is, it doesn't matter where we are in business or where we are in the country, we are all going through the same challenges, maybe at different stages or at different scales, but the challenges remain the same within this industry. And not being in our bubble and being able to go outside and connect with other businesses, it's an amazing experience. It helps ground us and move away from feeling like, holy crap, is it just me? I'm struggling. There's no one else going through this, when there's a lot of us that have the same challenges. But this year was something different for us. I'm so grateful for this, that 6 months ago, we had a phone call and I got an email asking if we would and I would run a presentation, potentially run a 3-hour workshop presentation at the event. So be a guest speaker and then be at the expo and talk to painters from around the country. So this year hit me on many levels, 15 years milestone. Because of that, my dad came, or our dad came, my brother and my sister-in-law came, and the amazing Kylie came to support us to just recognise that. And our dad is the one that started the industry over 56 years ago, where I'm a second-generation painter, and then my brother joined later, and we've continued in running the business. And it was good to have him there for that milestone. Do you struggle with a plan in your painting business that's fast, clear, and specific? Our Game Plan Builder turns your chaos into a tailored plan. It's built fast, it's built for you, and it's built to move. Check out the show notes for your copy and download it today. I was freaking out that I was invited and got the opportunity to present and speak to my industry peers, my colleagues, other painting business owners from around the country, and I got to share with them my challenges, how I've worked through things, how I've been able to build and create an environment that attracts and converts people to come and join us, and clients, and is of the ultimate service to our industry as best possible. And I got to share that with my peers and colleagues. And it was amazing because it was a massive room, very professional, probably the biggest stage I've ever had to present on. And it's going to go down as one of those amazing milestones and highlights in both my professional career as a painter, but not only that, as someone who wanting to help other business owners with their challenges, specifically with running their painting businesses. I definitely don't have this all figured out, but I've accelerated a lot of the pain point struggles, fears and frustrations, and being able to share that with my industry colleagues so they can avoid them and or minimize them and or become better at whatever the thing that they're doing. But one of the other highlights was another good friend of mine, Theo, from the Usher Group, but also from Paint Projects, had a stand there, and he was there with his team. And a new mate of mine that I met a couple of years ago over in the US via Theo, when we went over to the PCA conference, Nick Slavik was invited over, and he was presenting and running a couple of workshops. And it was great to reconnect with those two gentlemen, and I got to spend a bit of time with them. Funny story is the first day. So we got there, and then the first morning, I like to set up my day intentionally. I tend to write a little bit in the morning, set my intention, and I like to just move. I like to move and train. I'm not training for anything in particular. I'm not training for a marathon or do anything outlandishly. I just feel that I get the best out of me when I'm moving. So I like to start my day with a bit of movement. So I went down to the gym, and in the gym that morning was two people. I walked in, opened the door, and I see Nick. He's got his headphones on, doing his set in the gym. And I understand, like, we're all in our zone, but I couldn't help. And I just said hello and said, "Hey mate, how you doing?" He grabbed the phone, we're gonna take a photo. In the camera I could see behind us was Theo. So there's three painters, only three painters in the gym. And took this photo, and we were just talking about what are the chances of 350 painters at a conference in this hotel, plus, who knows, another 500 people or more staying in this hotel. There's three people in that gym, and it just happens to be us three. We were just sharing that you couldn't have scripted that. It was just really, really funny. And we talked about later on, a couple of days later, about how individually, we didn't have this conversation prior to this, how each of us have a little ritual to set up our day. You know, whether it be stretching, yoga, meditation, writing, speaking, going to the gym, going for a walk, whatever it happens to be, that each of us individually understand the importance of owning our day and starting intentionally and not jumping on the phone when we wake up and doom scrolling or jumping into work and emailing and getting lost into other people's activities. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, the time zone, that having a practice or having a ritual or whatever you want to call it, where you set up the day for you. One thing I wish I could have done, because I was speaking in one room and Nick was speaking in another room. I really wanted to see Nick speak because I've never seen him present. I've seen him present as an MC, and so it's one thing I wish I could have done, and it would have been amazing, would have been super amazing. Our teams put together a very, very quick conversation where we put a camera up and we just had caught up. So Theo, Nick and I just had a when I say quick chat, probably went for over an hour, but we had a quick chat talking about the industry, and that was another super cool opportunity to connect with two, in my opinion, two people I look up to, two people that I highly respect in this industry. So that was an amazing experience in itself. Thank you for that. All right. Stay cool, be well, and as usual, see you next week. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you got value from today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss expert tips. If you want some support, check out the link in the show notes and see how we can help you. Don't forget to follow us on socials @PainterCoach. Stay cool, be well, and as usual, see you in the interwebs. Bye.